It's time for more profile reviews. Welcome back to profile review streams. But we're gonna do the usual today. So as always, make sure to read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. Drop a like on the stream, smash the sub button. What's good, Lunchly? What's up, Normal? Techno, how we doing? How we doing? See if Nightbot's gonna wake up here and we'll be able to pick somebody. But hope everyone's having a good day so far. What's up, Egg? Make sure to stay hydrated as always. But yeah, hope everyone's having a great day. As usual, read the pinned comment or you will get timed out. Smile because you're spamming. Pepega. What's good, Nearing? How you doing, bro? I do have some paid reviews, or not paid reviews, some shorts lined up. So I'm going to try and get one out at least tomorrow. I've got a guest review that we're doing. Let me see exactly how many we got lined up real quick. Just so you know. We have, let's see, I think we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 reviews. So I got shorts for the whole week next week. It was kind of crazy, but I'm doing great. How you doing, Techno? All right, hold up. Let me refresh Nightbot, see if he's going to wake up here. Please, bro. Wake up, brother. SMH. But yeah, as always, hope everyone's having a great day so far. What's up, Ninja? If you review me, don't forget my personal storage. Okay, got you. Well, let's see what we got here. Yo, what's up, Zom? How you doing? Alrighty, first review time. Let's see what Nightbot picks. Boom. Marvin, congratulations, Marvin. What's your IGN, brother? Let's go. Very nice. Alright, so as always, we're doing our reviews with Nightbot randomly picking from the chat. So again, make sure to read the pinned comment for how we're doing everything. And yeah. Muffin. Alright, let's see. That's probably not how it's pronounced, but who knows. All right, first profile of the day. Let's see what we got. Thank you in advance. Thank you, sir. Let's see what we have today. So, first review. Here we are. Got the Yeti skin. Very nice. Level 302. Okay, so we got a pretty high level profile. We are on a year-old profile for real. Dang, that's crazy. A year and like 5 months on the dot. Or 4 months on the dot. That's kind of crazy. But we have 12.8 bill net worth cooking. Okay, almost up to combat 60. Very close. So we got a lot of work done in mining. So we'll see how that goes. We got the Jaded Devon's armor. Look at that. Excuse me. Recommed, full perfect. Jaded Devon's. Very clean. Got a pretty nice looking wardrobe here too. Oh, he's got the Ember helmet skin. Very nice. So we have a Hyperion right here, and we have a Terminator as well. Definitely want to get Power 7 on that at some point, for sure. That'll be a big deal. But biggest thing I'm seeing right now, definitely want to get your magical power up, I would say. Because generally, I don't recommend getting a Hype until you get to 1,000 magical power. Plus, that, of course, also helps out with getting the extra crit chance that you need to be able to handle Terminator. So, and magical power is just always a good thing to have. So would definitely recommend increasing that by a bit, which let's see what our options are here. Got not too many cheap talismans. I mean, Archaeologist Compass, I have seen a couple profiles be missing this one. This one is very easy. You just got to do like talk to an NPC a little bit on the spider stand. It's not too bad to get. And plushie, I mean, that one takes a little while. Of course, you got the Rift ones. Again, Rift is a bit of a grind if you're on high ping, but if you're on low ping, it's not too bad. But yeah, that's main things there that I'm seeing so far. But not bad. Let's see what else we got. Again, if you guys are just now tuning in, please make sure to read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. Drop a like on the stream. Look at these pets. Bro's already got a legendary E-Drag. Okay. Not looking bad at all. That's very nice. All right. Like that. Let's see. What else we got? A Devon's Drill. Okay. That makes sense. Good point. We'll work on that. Yeah, I mean, you've already gotten so much done with mining. Bro is cooking. So, I mean, again, on a less than a year-old profile, to have a Terminator and a Hype and a Devon's Drill is pretty insane. So, you're cooking very well, for sure. Got the powder coating on that, by the way. Yeah, this is just, that's really nice. And of course, the powder to go with it is great. Very clean. So he's got the money methods in the bag. So yeah, getting that magic power shouldn't be hard for you at all. Kata 39, all right, not too shabby. Again, on a year-old profile, we are doing some work right here. But okay, so we have Riftstalker Bloodfiend. So we've done enough Rift to get through Mirrorverse. You just haven't grabbed the talismans out of it, which they do require a little more work. But the ones besides Tiny Dancer are pretty easy to get. Tiny Dancer can take a little bit. But, you know, other than that, it's pretty easy to get most of those. Do have some pretty cheap minions you could get here to get to your next minion slot. You're only missing 19 uniques to get to your next minion slot. So Sugarcane, Sheep, Cocoa. It could definitely level those up a bit. Magma Cube, Ghast also would be easy. Jungle Minion. So definitely got some very easy minion slots to get to your next minion. Also, again, I talk about this pretty much every stream, but easy bestiary would be these Farming Island bestiaries. You're not too close to another bestiary milestone, but it's just a good idea to get these done at some point. But again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment, pretty please, for how we're doing our reviews. It explains everything, all the important things you need to know. But let's see, bestiary is looking pretty good. I mean, again, what was that? Like 150 bestiary levels or 215? Like, that's crazy for for a year and a half. That is clean, very clean. Let's see what else we got in here. Pretty solid collections, very nice. And of course, missing a couple of the small ones, but those don't really matter that much. It's just for SkyBlock XP. So if you don't care about SkyBlock XP, you don't really need to do those. It's not all that important. But we've got Kudra with pretty solid amount of burnings done. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Kudra makes bank. So, of course, you want to keep grinding that rep to be able to do Infernals at some point. But, like, doing very well. Again, very, very well. So we've done everything in Rift except for Vampiric and Celestial. So I know Vampiric takes a little bit. Again, if you're on high ping, it's going to be a pain to do Vampire Slayer. But there are some talismans that you can get. Once you get up to the mountaintop section, there's basically a free uncommon talisman that you can get in there. Very, very easy to get. So it's a good idea to go for those. But again, you're looking really strong. So would definitely recommend getting some of those easy talismans, but a very nice profile overall. Again, a year and a half, and we've already got like this crazy mining setup going on. So no complaints here, dude. You're doing very well. Very, very well. So W profile. And yo, Banks with the 10 W's in the chat for Banks. Appreciate it.
BxnksHD donated $10 through Super Chat. Jackmin living.
All right, I got you. Let's see what we got here. Boom, boom. All right, Banks profile. What do we have here? Where's the queue? Again, if y'all are just now coming in, please read the pinned comment for how we do our reviews. Pretty please. But we will be choosing some more freebies. If we don't get a donation while this profile is going on, we'll do a freebie after this one. And even if we do get a donation, then the one after that donation will do a freebie. So I do a guaranteed freebie every 3 profiles. But yo, Error 404, thank you for the sub. Again, boys, smash that subscribe button. On our way to 25K. But this profile, we're level 401. Like, bro's cooking. 401 in 2 years, by the way. Let me refresh so I can hover over things. This is a crazy skin. Crazy skin. We're just not going to talk about it. We'll just move on. But a lot of combat XP. And we've got foraging 50. So we got some dedication up in here. 53 billion coin net worth. Look at all this gear right here. Very nice. Very nice. We got Snowflake died on the whole dungeon setup with, of course, 5 Master Stars, Legion 5. Looking very strong right there. Look at this wardrobe, dude. Goodness. So this is the LCM setup right here. And then we got the RCM setup here. Very clean. We've got the Infernal Crimson with Magic Find 10, Vet 10, Hab Tactics 5, Perfect Jaspers. Good night, man. That is crazy. Look at this. Bro is cooking. That is kind of insane. We also got the Elegant Tux, of course, with the Bonzo mask. So this was for getting the Kudra artifact, I imagine. That one's a grind. Got the Gold Hunter gear with 10 stars. Sheesh. And look at this. We got the Heroic Estrella, ult-wise 5, 3 Master Stars on that. Got the Term with Soul Eater 5 and a second Term with Duplex 5. And the Midas Sword with Chimera 5. Very nice. So this is the LCM setup right there. Very clean. Dang, bro. Going kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But we're at 1699 magical power. So only like 70 magical power off max. Less than 70. So I imagine we're missing probably just the really expensive talismans up in here. Yeah, Prism, Bingo, Odger's Tooth, Seal of the Family, and Artifact of Control. Those are all pretty pricey, so no worries on that. Very clean, though. Very, very clean. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, please read the pinned comment if you haven't already for how we are doing our reviews today. How painful was Ghost and Flare Bestiary, and how did you do them without going insane? I mean, Ghosts... I did Flares before they were bugged, so that one wasn't too bad. And Ghosts, I did it once it got down to 100k, so it didn't feel as bad as it would have been if I was going for 250k, but I was also leveling pets the whole time. So if you're leveling pets the whole time, then that makes it feel like you're getting more progression than you are. But I have one of my G-Drags lent out. Okay, so we got 2 G-Drags. So in that case, you've got over 53 bill net worth, I imagine. But we've got this G-Drag right here with a Shelmet, and then we got another one lent out to a friend. We've got the combat XP boost with the legendary level 100 Ender Dragon as well. So the pets menu is looking very strong here. Over 400 pet score. There's the Diamond Necron head, very clean. We've got max Mithril Powder, max Gemstone Powder. Glaciite, we won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. Let's see what else we got down here. Look at the garden. I like that they added this tab. I didn't realize until this week that they added a tab for garden. But you can see everyone's milestones here, so that's kind of sick. But pretty solid milestones. About a milestone average of 25 or so. So pretty clean right there. Very nice. Over halfway done. And then Cata 46 looking good. Let's see how the trophy fishing's going. So we have the golden fish at 178. Pretty nice. Karate fish in 108. Goodness, I wish I'd have gotten that as early as you have, man. And Vanille on 7. Bro, what is it with Vanille? How many times are we going to see profiles where Vanille has been done on like 7 catches? Like, are you trolling me? That is crazy. That is kind of crazy. I'm a little bit jealous. Just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I know the trophy fish grind is a bit of a pain. For sure. It's worth doing, but man, you're getting really unlucky on your obfuscated. So that is kind of yikes. That is kind of yikes. You hate to see it. I wouldn't be surprised if you get enough net worth from doing dungeons and other stuff to get all the talismans except for Trophy Hunter, and that's like the last one you end up having to do. Wouldn't be shocked. But hopefully not. 241 M7s and 2.5 thousand F7s, with 1,000 of those being frag runs. So 1.3k tier completions. That's kind of insane. 1.4 thousand almost F7 completions. Oh, did you have to pity a Warden Heart too? Oh man. Did we pity Warden Heart? It feels like we pitied Warden Heart probably. Sheesh. Is there any forging armor? The closest thing to forging armor we have right now is like Sorrow Gear, because you can put citrine in the universal slots on that, but that's the closest we have. Got carried on Warden Hearts actually? Oh, for real? So we did extra zombies because we were getting RNG carried on it instead of doing the extras just to get to the meter. That's valid. That is a W flex right there. That's 509,000 off heart. Oh, okay. I thought it was 3.1 mil. My bad. But minion slots looking strong. Of course, Mycelium got to do the second round of faction grinds for that, so takes a little bit. Got to waste your next bestiary level. About the same bestiary as the last profile. But again, some free bestiaries would be these farming island bestiaries. You can get 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 12, 14 milestones off that. So that'd get you a little over halfway to your next million XP from bestiary. So And that only takes like 5 minutes to do those. So those are very easy with like a Hype or a Spirit Scepter. Can just blow through those real quick. But yeah, I mean, missing some small bestiaries here, or not bestiaries, collections. So it don't matter too much. Again, if you're not going for SkyBlock XP, that's just kind of freebie stuff. And yeah, look at these collections, bro. Boss collections go crazy. Yo, Tazma, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Again, if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. Drop a like on the stream. And as always, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. Do not spam. I don't want to time out more people for spamming, but I'll do it if I have to. Rev Slayer is actually fun, not gonna lie, just no coins in it. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of them. Unfortunately, I haven't made that much money off of it, but hey, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But let's see what else we got up in here. Pretty solid on the Rift stuff. I mean, you got all the talismans out of it, so that's really the main thing. But I haven't got the last time charm. So we did Vampiric 4 days ago, so I imagine you're working on this now.
As a child,
but that will upgrade your Rift necklace, which will be really nice for Magic Find in the main game. So it's a good idea to do that. Yo, Daniel, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. Again, boys, smash that sub button on our way to 25,000 subs. Goes crazy. What's next, Mayor? I think it's going to be a Marina. And I think she has Fishing Festival and, like, extra sea creature chance, I want to say, are her 2 perks. Something like that. Something like that. But very nice profile from Banks. Is there anything I missed or any flexes that I need to go over? Or any questions before we move on to the next one? Again, thank you so much, Banks, for the dono. W's in chat for Banks. I appreciate it. You'll love to see it. All right, I'm going to have to do that. Marina 3 perk with Foxy Carnival. Oh, he's got 3 perks. Okay. Or she's got 3 perks. Nice. The more you know. But I hope... I think we got most things. There could be something in the ender chest, though. Perhaps. Real sharp. Real. That really is an avatar. Yeah, that's a crazy skin. It's kind of crazy skin. Goes a little bit wild. But yeah, I think we got everything. I believe. Let me refresh. I was being detailed too. Yeah. We did review Future last week. If y'all missed that, I did review Future's profile last week, so that is on the VOD for last profile review stream. If y'all ever want to check that out, that was fun. That was a fun stream last week. I had to spend a lot of money at the end of that one, so it was a little pricey, but we got there. But all right, I think that's everything. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. I'm not seeing any messages from Banks. So again, thank you so much to Banks for the review, or for the dono English. But W Mans, you just scroll and make sure. Yep, I think we're good. But let's go, yo, Truly Zenix. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Let's go. All right, boys. Next review, as always, all you gotta do is type once in the chat. Do not spam. All right, we'll have to time you out. I'll do it. How did I miss this legendary moment? It was legendary. It was hilarious, actually. I don't think I've reviewed Suavey, no. I reviewed Time Dio. Did we review Pigicle at some point? Maybe not. Maybe not. I might be tripping. But I know we've reviewed Future. We've reviewed maybe Refraction. We might have reviewed Refraction at some point. Yo, Forso, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Again, smash that sub button, fellas. We're on our way. Let's see who's next. Boom. Felix. Congratulations to Felix. What's your IGN, sir? W. Congratulations. Cal was online last night. Oh, was it because... Did y'all see what 30 tweeted out yesterday? He finally dropped a Reaper Pepper. So he tweeted out the clip of him saying he was going to eat a Reaper Pepper and Refraction's reaction to that. So it's going to be kind of crazy. Gonna be kind of crazy. $10 dono to review Suavey. I mean, if y'all do a dono, you can have me review you or one of your friends or a YouTuber, whatever you want. Works for me. But let's see what Felix has here. We're level 220 on a 5-year-old profile with 3 build net worth. Alrighty. Let's see. We've got Enchanting 60, very nice. Combat 40. And Mining 47. So we've done a decent chunk of mining. Got some Fermento gear up in here. Looking pretty solid. And let's see. So we've got the Devon's armor set with Flawlesses and Jaded. Very clean. And then we've got half Glossy Mineral and half regular Mineral. So we're doing the mining grind while Cole's here, I imagine. Got the Final Destination set up too. Okay. Let's get some more kills on that. That'll be real strong for E-Man Slayer for sure. Yo, oh, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Where else do you stream? We're live on YouTube and YouTube Shorts right now. So if you're on the short stream, you can check the pinned comment and there's a link in there. Or you can just go to my YouTube channel and swap over to the big stream if you want to. Future made a video on you. There's definitely beef. Oh dear. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? How did I miss this? Nani? We're at 525 magical power as well. We've got a Juju. Okay. So we got a Juju. Not bad. Giant sword too. Okay. So yeah, next big step I would say is try and get to about 750 magical power. As far as combat goes. But yo, Joe, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. How's the pets looking up in here? Pretty solid. Okay, so we've got the Griffin, which is a decent combat pet. Got the Wither and the Lion. So the Lion would be probably our best combat pet for most scenarios in here. So looking pretty solid with that. But mining wise, yeah, we got a 655. Okay. And yeah, big thing for this, if you're trying to get into mining a bit more, I would definitely recommend working on the gemstone powder because you are Heart of the Mountain 7 now. So a lot of people will focus on trying to get to Heart of the Mountain 10 first, but it's better to stop once you get to 7 and focus on your powder. Because once you get that powder up, you can increase the stuff on your trees, get extra mining speed, extra mining fortune, and that'll make your commissions easier, so you'll be able to get to Heart of the Mountain 10 faster in the long run. So it's better to stop and do powder right now. You generally want to go for about 20 mil gemstone and 5 mil mithril powder, something like that. And then once you've done that, you can continue going for Heart of the Mountain 10. And then you can do maybe 3 more mithril powder after your Heart of the Mountain 10 and be working on Glacier as well. But yo, straight with the 10.
Straight 177 donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Knifebot's gonna say bad words. Knifebot's saying bad words. Or that's not Knifebot, that's Stream Elements. I'm tripping. But alright, thank you, Straight, for the 10 W-mans.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Yo.
Zomzemzim donated 30 Israeli new shekels through Super Chat. You know what that means.
Do I know what that means? Hold up. Let me see. But W for the Dolonos, boys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright, hold up. Let me do this. And that. Okay. Doot. Voila. Dang, bro went above and beyond. 30 is like 34 USD. What the heck? You can do like 3 reviews if you want to, bro. Thank you. Holy cow. W's in the chat for all the donos. Appreciate it. Yeah, got you, Felix. Sorry, we'll get back to it. Let's see. But W's. Thank you guys so much. Composter, I mean, that's grind. As far as garden, we're working on melons. So melons is very good for money. That's the best crop for money for sure. But definitely, I mean, you've already got a really good mining setup, so I would keep going with mining because mining will make more in the long run. So that'll be better for money per hour in the future. Trophy fish looking pretty solid. Haven't gone too far into it, but hey, you don't really have to when you're first starting out. So it's not that big a deal when you're first starting out. I mean, once you get into fishing a bit more, you'll want to get up to silver so you can catch jobuses, but that's pretty far in the future probably. Doesn't seem like fishing's too much a priority, and it probably shouldn't be for a while. But we got the Slayers. Okay, I would probably recommend maybe leveling these Slayers up a little bit more, these early ones, just because that is going to get your combat level up a bit more, and then you'll be doing more damage, of course. Every combat level up until 50 is 4% extra damage, so it does add up. And these are really good ways to get combat XP, plus the perks are pretty nice, so it's a good idea to do these. But let's go. Profile reviews. Yes, sir. How you doing today, Ken? But let's see what else we got up in here. We have pretty solid minions. So we're 28 unique minions off of the next slot. And yeah, I don't really have too many easy ones. I mean, you can do vampire minion, but most of these are pretty solid right now. So you're in a pretty solid spot, I would say. Looking good. Bestiary, we're pretty close to another milestone. So you could probably, I think you would hit that milestone if you do all these farming island bestiaries and get that extra 1,000,000 combat XP. So that'll get you even closer to another combat level. So that'll be a good idea to do. And that, again, only takes like 5 minutes to do farming island bestiaries. So highly recommend doing those. Very easy to do. Dude, he's 1 cent short. Oh no.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Yo, Ken with the 40. Thank you, bro. I'm good but bored. If you know, you know. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. W's in the chat for Kane. Thank you for the dono, bro. Just got here. He's already doing donos. I appreciate all the donations, fellas. Thank you, thank you. Might be possible, but Suavey comes first. All right. Suavey will be the next review. I got you. Looking good on the collections. Okay. Definitely a good idea to do mage rep at some point, but it's not really that big a deal at the moment. It's going to be a little bit before you really start doing Kudra, so just at some point, it's a good idea to be leveling that. Rift's looking pretty solid. Would be a good idea to get these last few time charms. There are some pretty easy talismans you can get from that, so that would help you with that talisman grind. Excuse me. But, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It does also level the Rift necklace, though, so that'll give you some extra magic find while you're doing those Slayers. So it'd be a good idea to do this first, and then maybe do Slayers, and then keep going with mining, doing your powder grind, all that stuff. There's plenty of options. That's the nice part about SkyBlock is, like, you don't have to do everything, but there's plenty of options for things to do. So whatever you want to do, you can go crazy. But let's go. How much money do you make from these streams for profile reviews excluding me? I don't think I can legally tell you that. I'm pretty sure I signed an NDA. So, unfortunate. But it's not like the same amount every time, of course. I can say that much. It varies a lot. But yo, is that Dark Knight? Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. W-Mans. On our way to 25K. We're closing in, boys. I think when we started the stream, we were at 24.3. Let's see. What are we at now? Yeah, we were at 24.3. Dang, we're like 24.33 already, dude. Not been that long. So make sure to smash that sub button, fellas. We could hit 23.4 or 24.4 today, I think. I think we can make that happen. Maybe 24.5. Maybe. But very nice profile from Felix. Is there any questions you have or anything that I missed before we move on? I think we covered most of the next moves. That would be a good idea to do. But again, if you are just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. But very nice. Just say if you eat good that day. Crazy. Oh, Nightbot got mad. Did you find it funny that stuff's okay, but if I were to say the word, yeah, Nightbot gets a little bit angry. He doesn't mind abbreviations, but it's whenever you actually say the words that he gets mad. Thanks very much. All right, thank you, Felix. W profile from Felix. All right, next review is from Straight, so let's see what he's got here. Let's see. Again, make sure to stay hydrated, fellas. Helps out a lot with, you know, it's good for viewership if you don't die, so stay hydrated. Just throwing that out there. Let's see, is Skycrypt gonna load today? Is it gonna load? Change Nightbot's profanity filter. I mean, it's more funny though if he just randomly times out people for 5 seconds. Like, it's a 5-second timeout. It's not that big a deal. It's just funny. If I donate $10, can you tell us the Beaver Dam story? I mean, I don't want to put Nightbot through that trauma, you know? And also, it'd be kind of a downer, you know? It'd be like reliving a traumatic experience for him, and also just talking about a traumatic experience, so, you know. Yo. Alright, let's see what we got. So, Straight has a 9-month-old profile, level 408, with 126 billion coin net worth. Brother, what? Brother, what? What in the world? Man is cooking. Goodness sakes. Bro is cooking. Hold up, let me clean these off while we're doing this. Holy cow. 9-month-old profile, 126 build net worth. Is this co-op? It is not a co-op. Sheesh. Brother, what is your playtime? I need to know this playtime. It's gotta be crazy, because we got 100 mil overflow combat XP. I mean, we're not even mining 60, and we just hit farming 60. So it looks like we've done some crazy flips. Or we've got like a crazy amount of dungeons, is my guess. Co-op quit, second profile. Okay. 2K-ish, but it's foraging minions. Oh. Comprendo. Killed it. All right. So we're going to see some crazy dungeon stats here, I imagine. Again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. Yo, Marcus with the 8.
Marcus Calm donated €8.80 through Super Chat. Anxiety profile Mango personally think I've done pretty well for a 38-day-old profile.
Alright,
hold
up.
Focused too much on mining.
Alright, let's see. Might have focused too much on mining. I mean, that's a good problem to have, to be honest. If you focus too much on something, focusing too much on mining is a good thing to focus on. It is valid. All right, let's see. So we've got some profiles backed up. So we're going to have to we'll do Suavey's, then we'll do a freebie, and then we've got yours, Marcus. That's the plan right now. But let's see. What do we got in here? We've got the Infernal Crimson Chestplate. Look at that setup, bro. Magic Find 10, Vet 8, Hab Tactics 5, and on the Warden Helmet too. Goodness, man. Look at this. The Magic Find equipment as well. Magic Find 9 on everything. Dude. And Vet 7, by the way. Sheesh. Bro is going crazy. And then we got a second Infernal set. Wait, what? Oh, so I guess co-op quit. And so then we've got the second set of Infernal in here. So we're going to have a lot of double sets. And we got Infernal Terror with Lifeline 10, Manifold 10. Okay, good night. Yo, Ken with the gifted on Twitch. I'm not even live on Twitch right now. What in the world? W-Mans. Let's go. All right, I guess we'll move this up. So we're at 111 on memberships / subs right now. Crazy. You'll love to see it. Thank you so much, bro. W-Mans. Again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment. Asking me to profile review. I'm sorry. It's not up to me. It's Nightbot. You gotta convince Nightbot. But we're only 12 magical power off max. So what are we missing? Oh, goodness. He's got... Yeah, this is the whole co-op's other stuff. Sheesh, that's a lot of rune books. So we're missing Relic of Power, Diamond Tooth. Wait, why does it have 2 Relics of Power? Huh? I think API might be tripping. Abbey phones, that too. Yeah, Abbey phones, that'll do it. That'll do it. Got that Book of Progression, bro. Is chilling. Look at this pets menu, bro. Look at all these skins. Goodness. Ender Dragon skin, got it. That's an elephant skin. I don't know what half these skins are, bro, but he's got them all. I want this Griffin pet skin so bad. This is such a good skin. Such a good skin. Let's see what else we got. We have the auspicious Devon's Drill with powder coating. No fuel tank is kind of crazy, though. Unless the API is bugging, which is possible. Would be a good idea to do some powder grinding at some point if you're trying to do mining for money, but, like, I presume that you've got plenty of other good methods. Some crazy Kudra stuff, I imagine. Oh, we had to pity Flyfish. Oh, no. So we're only missing Skeleton Fish, Soulfish, and Golden Fish. Which, hopefully by the time you get both of these, you should have the Golden Fish, I would think. It's going to depend on what point you get both of those at. But look at all these pities, bro. Flyfish pity. Manta Ray looks like it was pitied. Moldfin pity. Karate Fish pity. Like, yikes, bro. Pitied the last 5 in a row. Goodness, man. I mean, at least you didn't have to pity the obfuscated 3. That would have really sucked. But good night. That is a lot of pities. Yikes. Find Bingo Blue yet? Nobody's going to be selling that, at least until Bingo comes back around. So maybe next week we'll be able to get one, but we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. But we got Kata 44 with, okay, not too many F7 runs. And 1 M7 comp, okay. Pretty solid on the zombie levels. Got a lot of T5 kills. But I imagine we're going to have some crazy stuff. Look at this. Every single minion maxed, by the way. Hyper maxed on the minions. Bestiary, we got the Farming Islands max. Let's go, W-Mans. Let's see. I expect to see some crazy Kudra Bestiary in here. No? Huh. So not on the crazy Kudra Bestiary. I mean, we do have a lot of... This is a lot of Kata Bestiary, actually. And that was a lot of Golem kills. So I imagine we've done 110 M6s, 618 M5s. So yeah, that'll make a pretty solid chunk of coins off of that. That's all some good money right there. Bro is cooking. And yeah, I mean, look at these collections. Like, looking pretty solid on Garden Crop milestones. Pretty clean there. Decent amount of magma fish too, so I imagine that's probably off the trophy fishing. That would make sense. That does make sense. Yeah, look at these boss collections, man. Bro has run it. Lots of that. And yeah, we got a decent amount of burning. So that is a crazy amount of money though. Like, goodness. Crazy amount of money for... So I guess we've done a lot of flips. I imagine. Flips / lowballing. I mean, again, if the co-op was going crazy before they quit, then that would help a lot too. But that's crazy. W profile. Again, if you guys just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment. Pretty please. For how we're doing our reviews today. But W profile from Straight. Is there anything I missed? Or any questions before we move on to the next one? Again, thank you so much for the dono. W dono from Straight. I appreciate it very much. And yeah, thank you guys so much for showing all the love today. Again, drop a like, smash the sub button. We got some more profiles coming up. I hope all good. All right, thank you so much for the dono, bro. Again, very clean profile. For 9 months, this is insane. This is actually insane. But very, very nice. Very, very nice. Make coin paid reviews possible. That sounds like IRL trading to me. Personally. But, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. All right, next up, we have a paid review from Zom. And he would like Suavey to be reviewed. So this is his IGN, right? Nope, that is not it. That is not what I copied. It was this. That's his IGN, right? I think. 56 MS, I believe. Yeah.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Goodness. The net worth, bro. Yo, Flipper, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. One close 25K. Holy cow. That is a crazy amount of combat XP. First off, we just gotta point that out. Crazy combat XP. Casual 16 bill in the purse. Hold on, let me refresh this real quick. And look at this. I don't think we've ever reviewed a profile with over 1 trillion net worth. Like, holy cow. That is insane. Can you review everyone, like, not just my own account? Like, if you send a, or if you get chosen for review, either way, then you can just pick anybody to be reviewed. It can be yourself, it can be a YouTuber, it can be a friend, whatever you want. But yeah, let's go. 1.7 trillion net worth. Bro is cooking. Didn't you just get a short review alpha? Like literally 2 weeks ago? What in the world? Crazy. But dang, dude. That is crazy net worth. Which, I mean, this is a 5-year-old profile. Started in January 2020. Sheesh, back in the day. But we're going to see some crazy stuff on this. 10 or 15 star Infernal Terror, Lifeline 10, Mana Pool 10. Like, sheesh. How should I overpay, by the way? You overpaid by like 20 bucks. So you got like 2 more people that can get reviewed if you want. If you want to pick 2 other people, that is totally fine. But let's see. The Reaper Mask with the Spirit Skin. 5 Master Stars on a Reaper Mask is crazy. That is crazy. But anyways. Blazing Fortune 9. Magic Find 9. What? Why? What? I'm so confused by this. We got half Magma Lord and then the Mithril Coat and then the Spirit Mask. What is this for? Does he get like max fishing stats? And then he's just using this so he doesn't die? Is that the strats? Does Skycrypt's net worth calculator take exotics into account? I don't know. I doubt it. So he's probably got over 2 trillion net worth, to be fair. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I imagine it's just for Jabba skilling. But anyways, look at this. Warden died on the Necron set. We got the Renowned Superior. We got Maxor. Devon with powder coatings on everything. Hypermax. Like, everything is hypermaxed in here. Fire Prot on Diamond Hunter. That's crazy. Which, I mean, you know, Fire Prot's not that expensive, but still. 15 star Infernal Crimson, 10/10 God Roll. It's got the Renowned Clover helmet over here. The Mastiff set with full perfect rubies. Final Destination with wild strawberry dye on the whole thing. Goodness, man. Portal, or no, Byzantium dye Storm. And we got the werewolf gear. Like, holy cow. Alright, got you, Zom. Yeah, we're doing a Nightbot spin after this one. And then we'll do all those. We've got 2 other reviews saved up, it says. Or from what I calculate. But let's see. We have the Terminator Duplex 5, Ult-wise 5. Like, we can spend all day going over all this. Bro has 4 terms. Soul Eater, Rend, Fatal Tempo. We got Duplex up here. We got Swarm on the Atom Split. Ult-wise Midas Staff, Chimera 5 Midas Sword, Chimera 5 Dayax. Bro's got another hype with Chimera 5. He's got all these Bone Meringues. Like, we are missing max magical power, though. We are missing max magical power. And enrichment's missing. What enrichment? Because he's got strength on that. Yeah, he's missing an enrichment, though. Which enrichment is it? What could be missing? Or maybe the API is tripping. It could be possible. But I doubt it. Don't know. Is it one of these? It's got to be one of the legendaries. It's the rune book. It could be the rune book. It could be bugged out and thinking the rune book, because I don't. Or yeah, you should be able to enrich the rune book, right? Because you can't recom it, but you can enrich it. So it's the rune book that he's missing. So that would be something to do. What else? So missing accessories. Tiny Dancer. And he hasn't got the Junk Talisman yet. Alright then. So just new stuff and then Tiny Dancer. Yikes. How do you do these profiles? Again, please read the pinned comment if y'all are just now tuning in for how everything is run for today. Check his Dragon Bestiary. Oh, goodness. Look at this pets menu, by the way. Again, if you guys want to review some people, this is on Sky Shayumo, aka Skycrypt. You can just look up Skycrypt and it'll pop up. So if you guys ever want to see somebody's crazy stuff, this is like the definition of Hypermax profile, pretty much. As far as, like, you know, items go, this is Hypermax items. So pretty crazy stuff. Of course, we don't have class average 50 and crazy things like that. But, you know, the main priority here is money. He's got 3,000 F7 runs. 3,500 F7 runs. 1.2 thousand frag runs. 300 M7 runs. Of course, we got max on all the Slayers. All the minions are done. Like, sheesh, man. We won't talk about Bestiary too much. I mean, 307 is not a bad number, for sure. Bro is cooking. So we were going to look at Dragon Bestiary, right? Where's Dragon Bestiary at? Here it is. Isn't he like top 30 in Dragon Bestiary or something? Still 13,000 dragon kills. Go through the storage where all the skins are? Okay, I'll do that. But goodness, man. I know he's on the leaderboard, like really high for those. 13k dragons, bro. Can you imagine? Crazy amount of dragons. Actually crazy. But we've got the rift done, except for Tiny Dancer. Won't talk about it. But let's go through the storage. Let's see. Does he keep it in the ender chests? He's got a lot of stuff in here. There's Tiki Mask. Hold up. I got to refresh to this actually. Lets me hover over things. All right. Let's see. Where's all the skins at? I think, are these all the exotic sets are in here? With the baby skins? Like some of these are dyed weird. I think. And then he's got, yeah, look at all these skins, bro. He's got a racing helmet in here with his Goldor gear. Goodness, man. And here we go. Look at all these. Elephant skins. Galore. Orca blue whale skins. And then we got more up here. T13 perfect helmet with master stars on it is crazy. We've got the crown of greed. Got the skin for helmet of divine. Got the Kudra follower gear, which what's his rank on this? First 1,000 on each of these. Very nice. Except for the tooth. We don't talk about the tooth. But yeah, I mean, this is just goodness, man. How much are each of these worth? Like, each one of these skins is 800 million coins, 200 million coins for these, over 1 billion coins for the green one, over 1 bill for the purple. Like, that's just insane. That's just insane. Let's just put this in perspective, right? He has 1.7 trillion net worth. So that is like, I'm trying to math this out, 34 times my net worth, and that's not even including all his net worth. Like, he's got more net worth than this. That's just how it calculates. He's got 40 bill in rock pet skins, brother. Goodness sakes. You can modify the resource packs in the settings. We might have to do that. Perhaps. Let's look in the vault. Or not the vault. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got some cool stuff in here. Keeping all the extra cake slices and things like that in here. Why? He's got an extra diamond tooth. Donnie. Redstone key. Oh, is this a bugged item? That's a bugged item, right? He's got French bread. Crazy. And then yeah, we can look in the storage real quick, but like skins. Every single one of these ender chests has billions of coins worth of skins in it. Like, it's actually absurd. Wait, what? Is that Bingo Pet skin? That's the same skin Bingo Pet uses. Heck W, bro. Like, look at this, man. Every single chest backpack is full of skins. I think there's a rune up here. Spellbound rune, yep. Like, bro, this is just crazy profile. Actually crazy. But very nice. All right, we're going to do a freebie now. Again, thank you to Zom for the dono for that review, and we'll have some more reviews from Zom in a little bit. But we're going to do a freebie, and then we got 2 reviews, and then another freebie. That's the plan. So, let's see what we got, fellas. Again, if y'all haven't already, make sure to type a message. If you haven't in the last 5 minutes, do not spam, or you will get timed out. That would be awkward for all of us, so don't spam. And stay hydrated. Do that. Do stay hydrated. Do not spam. All right, let's see. Imagine I win the freebie. It'd be crazy. Is that Misk? Maybe. I might be butchering it. Probably. But what's your IGN, senor? Congratulations. Miska H. Alright, got you. Hope I didn't just say a swear word in like Spanish or something. That would be awkward. Did I put a space? I did. Aha. Alright, let's see what we got. Dun dun dun. Okay. Okay. This guy is level 472 on a 5-year-old profile with 76 billion coin net worth. So this guy's higher level than me. There are only 163 people who are higher level than me. This man is one of them. Bro is only 10 XP off max, so I imagine you're just missing a divine, right? It's just a divine rabbit, and other than that, we're hyper maxed. That's my guess. It's usually how that goes. I'm number 38. Dang, bro. Not missing divine. Ooh.
As a child, I yearned for
Yo,
the
Jared, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Are we like Zach? We're missing a mythic. That would be worse. That'd be so much worse. Oh man, so we're only missing 10 XP. I wonder where that's from. We will have to find out. We've got God Roll, Infernal Aurora gear right here, with Refrigerate on the helmet, Wisdom on the rest, all perfect sapphires. Bestiary, is it Bestiary? Bestiary grind is real. We got the Hype with 5 Master Stars. We got the Term with Duplex, 5 Master Stars. Got the second Term with Soul Eater. I kind of skimmed over this. We got the Space Helmet. We've got Necron died on the whole Dugan setup. We got the RCM gear right here. Got the Renowned Infernal setup right there. Like, sheesh, man. Infernal Terror, Lifeline 10, Mana Pool. And again, this is Hab Tactics 5 with Vet Vitality. Like, sheesh, man. Diamond Hunter. Bro is cooking. And we've got the Withered Claymore with Chimera as well. Dang, bro. Max magical power. Look at that. 56 on magic finds. This is the maxed out talisman bag that you are seeing before you right here. Fully maxed. Crazy. And then we've got all of the pets up in here. He's got the recomped, or not recomped, tier boosted Rift Ferret. So it's not that, which that would be like 3 XP, I think. We're missing that. But he's got all of the pets in the game. Crazy stuff in backpacks, I imagine. We've got the Devon's Drill with powder coating. This thing's basically hypermaxed. Like, paleontologists and experience doesn't really matter that much. So basically hypermaxed. Got all of the powder done, of course. And you have Mythic Dillo XP, so not missing the Mythic Armadillo XP. So it's just 10 XP that we're missing. And all garden crops are maxed, of course. I mean, we've got all the trophy fish. We have diamond trophy gear, so of course. He's got class average 50 with Kata 59. How many runs? Bro has 4,500 frag runs on F7 and 3,000 M7 comps. All of the Slayers are done. All of the minions are maxed. Like, Bestiary. Okay, so it is Bestiary. So we're missing 10 Skyblock XP. From 3, we're missing 103 in Stone Protectors. So that one's going to take a little bit. That's fair. Ash Fangs. Yikes. Okay, so that's 4 XP right there that we're missing. Yeah, Ash Fang. I mean, Ash Fang's only 500 kills now, so when it was 1,000, it was a lot worse. Yeah, 500 kills is going to be a grind. So that's 4 right there. So we're only missing 6 other XP. And let's see. Am I blind? Have I scrolled past something? I mean, it's saying max on everything. Max. Did I miss it? Or is it just that 4 XP and then no, because there wouldn't be anything from the actual claiming of the milestones, because that would be 10 total XP. So that's 4 XP right there. So then we're missing 6 XP. Is it chili pepper collection? No, that one's done. Fishing done, rift done. Is it like parkour? No, he's got the Enigma souls. So we're missing 6 other XP. What is it? Yeah, Ashfang and Golem Beastier. Is it more XP from Ashfang than I'm thinking? Because he's at 17. Does it max at 25 or something? Am I tripping? Visitors? Oh, visitor count. Is that what it is? Can I check that in here, I guess? Garden. Ah, so that's like... Yeah, that's 6 XP from visitors. Dang, bro's right there at it, man. Yeah, that's probably... I mean... If you get a good party for Ashfang, how many Ashfangs do you think you can do in an hour? Because when I did it, the Bone Meringue strat was a thing when I was doing it. For most of it, at least. Like, I did probably 100 kills without it, and then they added the Bone Meringue strat was in the game for, like, a while. So I did it while that was going on. But again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. Drop a like on the stream, smash the sub button. We're on our way to 25k subs. But yeah, depending on how long Ashfangs would take, I'd imagine... Yeah, 2.26 billion potatoes, by the way. That is kind of crazy. But depending on Ashfangs, I can imagine Ashfang would take, like... I don't know, if it's like 2.5 minutes per or something, you can be doing probably 24 an hour or so. We'll say 25 an hour. If you've got a good party to do it with. Probably do it more than that, but we'll just say 25 an hour. And he had how many of those to go? Like 300? Yeah, 300 Ashfangs. So that'd be like 8 hours to do that. It'd take a while to do Endstone Protectors. That one's really just lobby hopping. That's probably going to be like, we'll say another at least 5 hours. And then the visitors is just constantly logging in and doing all that. So visitors is just like logging on every hour and just checking visitors. So that one could take forever. So in total, it'd be like 20 hours of playtime maybe. But dang, bro. Is that right? Am I tripping on... I might be wrong on the visitors. No, because it does max out at... It maxes out at 10k. I was thinking it was he had 4.9k for a second. I was like, wait. It maxed out at 10k. Ashfang's a little bit over a minute per boss. Okay, so even less time than that. Yeah, I mean, bro's right at it. Right at it. That is crazy. Man. Yeah, so like less than 15 hours of gameplay probably. 'Cause I mean, 500 visitors, if you're doing 5 visitors every hour, you know, just checking in every hour. That's going to be a lot of check-ins. It's going to be like what? 102 check-ins, but still. Struggling to understand anything being said. Sorry. We're talking a lot of gibberish right now. This is some crazy late game stuff going on here. All right, appreciate you, Zom. Have a good one, man. Let's go. W-Mans again. Thank you so much for the donos. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is a crazy profile, dude. Actually insane. What is Dillo XP? So Armadillo, there's a bug or there was a bug where you could make a mythic Armadillo, and only 4 of them got made. But they do give you XP if you claim it in your menu, and then, you know, you can give it back to whoever owns it. But you give them like 20 bill collat or something, depends on the person. And they'll let you borrow it for a second to get it in your menu. And then you can, English. And then you just get 3 XP for that. So you got to find one of those people that owns like the 4 armadillos that are left. Because there were 20 or so, and they all got wiped. So it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. But yeah. But again, if y'all just now coming in, please make sure to read the pinned comment. But W profile from Miska, this is actually a crazy profile. Maybe we'll get to this point in like 4 months or something. Maybe we'll be there. Perhaps. But I don't imagine we're passing bro. I got like 400 hours to catch up. And he's got like less than 20 to do. So bro is right at max level. And all the divines. I'm kind of jealous of that, low key. I still am missing Orion, so I got to catch up on that. Adobe profile from Miska. So let's see who our next review is going to be. Right here. Boom, boom. Let's see. This is Zitey. I think I said it right. Maybe. But let's see what he said. Profile Mango. Personally think I've done pretty well for a 38-day-old profile. Might have focused too much on mining. Okay, so you've got API. Some APIs are off, so they're not going to be able to see banking. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. But might have focused too much on mining. Again, 38-day-old profile, and we're on almost level 200. Like, goodness, man. It's kind of crazy. But mining 55. We've got full jaded recommed Devon's armor, and I imagine it's got perfects on it. Let's see. Yep, ice cold 5, full perfects, and he's got powder coatings and lava dyed. Good night. Holy cow. Actually crazy. And again, 7 bill net worth in like barely over a month. Bro's got a pendant. What's your playtime, bro? Goodness.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Yo, Jed with the 8.
Jed donated £8 through Super Chat.
Let's go.
I want to get into Mancudra, however, I'm a skilless UIGN. Jed Rekba 1810.
Alrighty. I will put you in queue. Right there. And you'll be up. So we've got a paid review, and then a free review, and then your review after this one. So it's going to be a little bit until we get to yours, Jed. But I appreciate the dono. And we will get around to that as soon as I can. But let's see, where were we? Focused a lot on mining. So we got Jaded Glossy Mineral up in here. Full Wisdom 5. Bro's got the Skeleton Master Chestplate. Terra Armor with Skeleton Master. Okay. Interesting. We've got... Okay, so I mean, we haven't focused too much on combat. We've got 360 Magic Power. Bro's already got a Kata Expert Ring. That's kind of crazy. And a Relic of Power. I mean, that makes sense. You're focusing on mining. That's valid. Definitely want to put this Book of Progression in there, though. For sure. Which, if you need accessory slots after you've done the talking to the Redstone NPC in the Deep Caverns, and you've done Redstone Collection, you kind of have to buy Jacob a slot, so it does get expensive. But it's worth doing. It is worth doing. Look at these, bro. Man's got all the skins on the pets already. Bro went all out on mining. Holy cow. Quick Claw on the Skatha. And on the Bow. And on the Golem. Good night, man.
As a child, I yearned for
Holy cow. Yo, Prez, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Let's go. And we got the 655 with powder coating on it as well. Actually crazy. He's got maxed out on all the powders. Like, bro has gone all in. 1 month profile age and 1 month playtime. Crazy. Straight up. Like, actually insane. But what mods do you use? I use Badlion Client. That is the mods that I use. But goodness sakes. Mining makes so much money. It does. It does. Especially when you got this crazy setup. I imagine we probably did some booster cookies to get a head start. Most likely. Because, I don't know. Either that or we dropped an alloy. Like, we had to have some crazy money to start off. I imagine.
As a child,
Yo.
I yearned for the mines.
W
Donated
Mans.
13,500 South Korean won through Super Chat.
Holy
I
cow.
need a good money making method cause I don't have a stable worthing life jot down.
Holy cow, bro. That is a lot of South Korean, what was it? South Korean ones? W. All right, let me copy this and do this. But thank you for the dono, bro. I appreciate it. W Mans. All right, we have a lot of reviews lined up. So we may, I don't know. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. We're gonna keep running it. But very nice. 3 alloys, 2 dropped, 1 from meter. Goodness, man. Respect. Yeah, 3 alloys. That'll do it. That's like, sheesh. Don't alloy. How much do alloys sell for now? 1144 runs. Holy cow, man. That is actually crazy. Actually crazy. Again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. But let's keep moving. I mean, again, this is crazy, man. This is a W profile. There are definitely some cheap minions that you could do here to get to your next minion slot. You know, like rabbit, cow, sheep. We haven't crafted any of the farming mob minions like at all, so that would be some good things to do to get some easy minion slots because you're pretty close to your next one. Magma cube, gas. I mean, you got to do some combat, I think. I mean, you're combat 26, so you can unlock those collections and do those. But yeah, man, bro's got all the max foraging minions already. Again, some easy bestiary would be farming island bestiary if you want to get to your next combat milestone. But I mean, if you're having fun focusing on mining, then hey, stick with that. It's making bank for you. It's making bank, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you're wanting to branch out into other stuff, then we can talk about that as well. Collecting money for dungeons at the moment and a Divine's Drill. Okay, so we're going to try and get into dungeons then. Do you know what class you're wanting to play? Because that would be important. But that is actually insane. 3 alloys in 1.2k runs almost. Yeah, you're next alpha, don't worry. LCM need 10 to 12 bill in total. Okay. Yosama and Chang, thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate it.
As a child, I yearned.
Let's go. Closing in on 25k, dude. How close are we already? We're at 24.35 now. Cooking. Very nice, very nice. But we're trying to play LCM. That is kind of crazy. I would say before you try and get to that 10 to 12 bill in total, it's probably going to be more than that because you don't have like any magical power yet. So, and realistically, I mean, you can play LCM on lower floors, I guess. Most people don't play LCM to like M4 though. At least. Which I mean, you're about at that point, so valid. I would focus on leveling your Slayers first. Probably. Because Slayers do unlock some, what's it called? They unlock some talismans, which is going to be good. And also, you're going to need the combat XP because combat 26 is not really going to cut it for LCM on M4. So that would be what I'd recommend. How much magical power for M7? I mean, it's tank and healer. You probably can get away with like 1200. But every other class, at least 1500 generally. They're doing great, or thanks for asking, man. But yeah, I mean, running LCM is like very expensive. It is extremely expensive to get into. But I mean, you're already a month in, and you got this much net worth, so you're cooking on that front. But I would definitely recommend getting into something other than LCM to start off, because it's pricey and requires some pretty high combat levels, which I mean, getting those combat levels is a good idea anyways, but it's going to be a while before you get to that point. That's all I'm trying to say. Slayers are cooked on my profile. Just tried to get as much money as possible. Firstly, I heard that mining and nucleus runs are good, so I went with that. Any other good money makers? I mean, nothing's going to make you as much money as you've gotten from that for a while, because I mean, dropping 3 alloys is kind of insane. But I mean, the next thing I'd recommend getting into, I mean, mining is going to be really strong for you for a long time. Nothing's going to beat that for a while. I'm gonna be straight up. There's not really much that's gonna beat that for a little bit. Once you get into master mode, like M3 makes pretty solid money. M5 is where you start making really good money. But it's gonna be a while before you can do that on LCM, for sure. But that's the next big one I'd say is probably M5. But again, if y'all just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. Pretty please. 12:39 a.m. Why am I here? Just to say hello? Alright, well, hello. Bro's here past midnight. I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, M3's not going to be as good as mining, probably. M5 is where it'll start picking up for sure. M5 better than Jasper mining? Probably not. I mean, how much does Jasper mining make? Is it still like 50 to 70 mil an hour or something like that? Probably. I appreciate your aura. Have a good one, bro. Is Sara worth it? I mean, it's worth it for the magic find. I don't know about for the mining fortune, though. But, yeah, I mean... Depends on how much Jasper makes. But, like, M5 makes about 50 mil an hour on average. Something like that. Oh, goodness. That's crazy flex. Wild. Need a review pity? Oh, goodness. Be doing 10-hour streams on review pity streams. But yeah, I mean, realistically, M5 is very consistent is the nice part. Some people make good money from M7 like me, but that one is also RNG based. So if you get the RNG that you've gotten in Nucleus runs on M7, then you'll be making crazy amounts. 75 to 80 mil per hour with a max setup. Currently prices are lower because Fiesta 2X drops. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to make that much money from most things. Probably Kudra is the only thing that's going to like consistently beat that. To be honest, Kudra's about it. Because most people aren't going to make a bunch of like that much money from M5 or M7. It all depends on RNG, but that's the thing about other methods. Mining, it doesn't require RNG, and then those other methods do. How much the Kudra setup? It's not as expensive as your LCM setup would be, I don't think, but you still need a lot of the stuff from that. Like, you're going to need a G-Drag, you're going to need like Infernal Terror armor, and like really good magical power. So it's pretty pricey. I mean, just the magical power alone is probably 2 billion, and then at least maybe 3 billion, and then the Infernal Terror with, you know, good rolls and stuff is gonna be another billion. So it's expensive. What makes money in Kudra? Just god rolls. I mean, god rolls make good money, but like you can get Wheels of Fortune, or Wheels of Fate, I mean. You can get just the Crimson Essence alone. I think every run Crimson Essence, like, no matter what you do, you open the chest, because Crimson Essence right now is still like a mil profit per chest. So you're guaranteed to make 50 mil basically per hour off of just opening chests, and then you just add in the drops on top of that. And generally, I think on average, drops are over a mil per run as well. So it's a lot of stuff. But yeah. So I'd say that's about the only thing that's going to beat it, pretty much. And again, if you get terrible RNG, it's still going to be, a little bit less than some people, but like should still be like 75 mil minimum generally from that. But very nice profile from Marcus. Again, thank you for the dono, man. And I wish you as good RNG as you've gotten on Nucleus runs on whatever you decide to do next. I hope that was helpful. But yeah, I mean, with that RNG, it's going to be hard to beat. And I mean, Jasper just makes so much money. It really does. So Jasper is crazy. Jasper goes kind of crazy. But let's see. You can review my Nemesis. So you don't want your profile reviewed, you want your Nemesis reviewed? Is that right, Alpha? Is that what I'm hearing? Because we got a freebie is after your profile, whichever profile you pick. That's the plan, because we did a freebie right before this one. So Good Travel Scrolls being MVP plus locked is so annoying. Yeah, I mean, mainly the Crystal Nucleus one. That's the annoying one, I would say. Most of the other ones being locked behind MVP plus isn't that big a deal. Like Smoldering Tomb, maybe. Howling Cave, maybe. But it doesn't, like, ruin your runs or anything like not having Nucleus runs is. Can you do one more because I have to do something? I suppose we will skip to Jed then, and then we'll do alphas after the freebie. How about that? So we'll do Jed's, and then we'll do a freebie, and then we'll do alpha, or whoever he picks. All right, let's see, what did Jed say again? Let me see here. When I get into master mode in Kudra, however, I'm a skill issue. All right, let's see what we got here from Mr. Jed. All right, so we're level 348, combat 60, 5-year-old profile with 12 bill net worth. Okay, so I would say the net worth's probably going to be the issue here, because you've got the combat level. So I imagine we're probably running low on magic power. And I mean, we got lifeline on some pieces of this, which normally you will be running Warden Helmet with your Terror gear for Kudra. But we've got lifeline on the boots. You definitely want to get more lifeline levels, I would say. Got a Terminator with 4 Master Stars. So, I mean, looking pretty good. Definitely want to get that Power 7. And if you're wanting to do Kudra, you'll want to get Cubism and Duplex. But if you want to do Master Mode, then keep Soul Eater and then upgrade it to Power 7. Would be the strats there. We do not have a Hyperion. So that would be the biggest issue at the moment, I would say. Is you definitely need to get a hype before you jump into Kudra. Because Kudra requires a hype. No matter what part of Kudra you do, no matter what class, you got to have a hype for Kudra. So that would be the big thing for that. You've got the magical power to be able to start Kudra, like maybe get into T1, T2, of course. Maybe T3, T4. Probably not T4. Maybe T3. But you've got the magical power for it. It's just need a hype for that part. Leveling the G-Drag right now. It's a good strategy for sure. Always cheaper to buy level 1, level 8 yourself. That's what I'm doing right now as well. So good idea to do that. Probably going to want to have Shellman on this. Of course, that will be better for first one. That's a lot of pick a Nemesis. That is a lot. Goodness sakes. Again, if you guys are just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. Drop a like on the stream, smash the sub button. We're closing in on 25k subs, and that is a crazy amount of powder. Bro is cooking on the powder. How we looking on trophy fish? Bro's got Diamond Hunter. Any crazy catches in here? Vanilla in 97. Soulfish in 36. Had to pity Skeleton Fish and Slugfish, though. Unlucky. Manta Ray in 191. Not too bad, but yeah. That's pretty unlucky on all these fish. Unfortunate. Cat of 33. So you can be doing like M1, M2 probably with this setup. Wouldn't be too bad. But
Martin Hegland donated 150 Norwegian kroner through Super Chat.
Let's go.
Hey, I don't know what to do with my profile anymore. Need some help. IGN Hinkle Ninkle 2001.
All right, thank you for the dono. Appreciate it. Let me get you put on the list, sir. It's going to be a little bit before we get around to yours because we've got a bit of a paid queue going on right now. So we're going to have like, I think it's going to be like 4 profiles before yours pops up, but we will get around to it. And these videos or these streams are always made into VODs, so if you can't stick around that long, then it will be a VOD and you can ask questions on the VOD if you need to. But yes, we will try and get around to that as soon as I can. Again, thank you so much for the donos, everybody. I appreciate it. W Gamers. Absolute legends. But let's see. We were getting into Master Mode. So yeah, I mean, again, you've got the magical power. You've got a Terminator. We're leveling G-Drag. So once you get that G-Drag leveled, you can probably be playing... I mean, you can already really be playing M2, I think. M2 is very easy. And, you know, you'll be getting good CAD levels off of that as well. So I'd recommend going ahead and getting into M1, M2. And then M3 is where you start making really good money. So M3 would be good. I mean, not really good money, but better money than M1, M2. Those make like no money. M3 at least has a master star drop on it, so that's where you make some solid money from that. But minion slots are looking pretty solid. Bestiary's looking good as well. Think it's worth to sell my 3 skins that I'm saving to get 1.8 bill to get hype? Ooh, probably. I mean, depends on how much you're attached to those skins realistically. Because, I mean, the skins, like, they don't really give any advantage or anything. So, the option of having 3 skins or having a hype, the hype is generally going to be a lot more helpful, I would say. In most scenarios. So that's what I would recommend. But very nice. Again, keep grinding that rep for sure to be able to do higher level Kudras at some point. Would be a good idea. Got 2 McGrubbers burgers. Very nice. 2 mil motes. Is that enough to buy like a the fish calories talisman or whatever that is? I'm not just investment. Yeah, I think it'd be worth to sell it for that then, because if you've got a hype, I think you'd be able to handle it. Like, you don't really have a mage setup right now, so you would need a mage setup to do like T1, T2 Kudra. And I mean, every tier above that, you still need a mage setup. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get like a hype and Aurora set if you wanted to do that. You don't really need a storm set, because you're probably not going to be playing mage in dungeons, I imagine. Because LCM is expensive. It is very expensive. And that's what you have to play in higher level master mode. So I'd recommend just getting an Aurora set with that or Hyperion. And just like, honestly, starting off, you know, just regular Aurora, and then as you maybe do some base tiers, you get enough money to upgrade to hot tier, and then you do some hot tier Kudra, get enough money to upgrade to burning, you know. You could probably get away with that. And you can do T3 and T4 without a terror setup if you're the stunner. So you can kind of put off investing in a terror set if you play stunner on T3 and T4. But if you play T5, no matter what you play, you have to have a terror setup. But very nice. I think that covers it for the most part, because again, I mean, you're looking really strong on magical power. So of course you want to keep leveling that G-Drag. So you could do some Slayers and level the G-Drag up a bit. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Get you some money along the way if you're doing Blaze, at least. Blaze makes money, but you gotta have a Crimson setup to do that, so kind of iffy on that one. But very nice profile from Mr. Jed. I appreciate the dono, as always. Is there anything I missed or any questions before we move on? We're going to stay hydrated, as always. And again, if you guys are just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. Yeah, I think that's everything for that one. So, let's see who's next, shall we? Again, if y'all haven't already typed, make sure to type a message if you haven't typed in the last 5 minutes. And please do not spam. That's it. Thank you. All right. Appreciate you, Dad. Again, thank you so much for the dono. W-Mans, thank you guys so much for all the donos, all the subs, all the likes on the stream. It all helps out so much. It really does. It really, really does. But let me see. We've got quite a few here. So I do have to go kind of early today. So I think we've got, again, we have like 4 lined up. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and turn off donos. I think that's the plan. We still got like 3 freebies that we're going to do today. But we're going to go ahead and turn off the donations because I do have to go a little early. But again, shout out for all the donos. No more donos. Boom, boom. Actually, let me, let's see. Nightbot chooses randomly from the chat. Just make sure you've typed in the last 5 minutes. Do not spam. No more donos. Ta-da. There we go. Let's do that. All right, and let's choose a winner. Boom. Congratulations. Oh, no way. Bro, he just donated. Ain't no way. He just donated. Well, is there anyone else you would like reviewed? Or should we reroll? If there's a friend or somebody you know who you'd like to have reviewed, we can review them. But bro literally just donated. That is crazy. Crazy. Ain't no way. I don't know how to pronounce that IGN, or not IGN, I guess that YouTube IGN. But that is actually insane. I don't know if he's lucky or unlucky exactly. That is dang, bro. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Should we just re-roll? I think we might just re-roll. You'll be after this one, Alpha. Because this is the freebie, and then we got yours after this one. Why does the message from Nightbot come up before you say it? Because the stream's on like a 2-second delay or something. Alright, well, it's been a minute and a half and we got no response. So if it gets to 2 minutes and we got no response, we're going to re-roll. That's the plan. Let's see. Unlucky, man. Unlucky for real. Drum roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reroll. I also don't know how to pronounce that name, but congratulations. What's your IGN, sir? I don't know how to read it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Crazy. All right. I also don't know how to pronounce his IGN in SkyBlock. So we're just going to call you bro. That's the plan. Anytime. What the heck? What the crud? It's like it's a sideways Steve. He's supposed to be like, I can't turn it right. That is a crazy skin. That is a crazy skin. What in the world? All right. Well then, we're level 444 on a 2-year-old profile with 52 bill net worth. I swear everyone around level 440 has 52 bill. It's kind of crazy. Oh, bro replied a little too late. That was crazy though. Can you do it later? Am I too late? I guess we can do it later. And have that one up after your paid review. So who would you like reviewed? We'll do those back to back as a plan. What do you think I should do for Marina? Probably Bayou fishing. Probably strat. But anyways, we've got the jaded armor of Devon. We've got the whole mining setup in here looking clean. Oh no. Bro's got the black cat skin as his helmet that he wears whenever he's swapping to Reaper armor. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. We got the Warden helmet. We've got the Infernal setup with Lifeline, Mana Pool. Look at that Necron head, bro. The Diamond Knight skin. Bro's got the Drip. Infernal Crimson. Magic Find 10 Vet 8. Sheesh, dude. Is that perfect Onyxes or perfect Opals? It looks like Onyxes. Yeah, because he's got extra crit damage. So that's Onyxes. Crazy. We've got the Hyperion. Got the Term with Duplex. Okay, so, I mean, based on these setups, I imagine we're doing some Kudra. And also, we've got a Soul Eater Claymore. Okay, so not Chimera Claymore. So maybe not LCM, but we got Chimera 5 Dayax. Nearly max magical power. Less than 100 off max. What are we missing? Missing Bingo. Pest Hunter. Okay. Rift Prism, Artifact of Control. I think you can buy this now. Like, you don't have to buy it on the pest shop. Like, I think you can buy this just straight up from NPC. So this would be a good thing to go for. Also, Pandora's Box. I mean, that one's a grind. That one is a bit of a grind, which it's only showing the purple that he's missing. So he's got the legendary version in here? Yeah, he's got the legendary. So only missing a couple challenges to get it to max. Not too shabby. What else we got in here? Very nice pets menu. Holy. We got the G-Drag with Shelmet right there. Got a second G-Drag with XP boost and a third with remedies. So this is going to be Relic G-Drag, I imagine. Rose cooking. It's in my inventory right now. Okay. Ta-da. Magic. Very nice. Got the Devon's drill, man. And yeah, so there's the Pest Hunter artifact. Gotcha. That's why. So we're doing some farming, perhaps. Or we were doing some farming at one point. Got pretty solid powders. Nearly max. It was like 2 mil off of max on each different powder. But Rose, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Again, boys, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 25,000 subs. Hit the like button. And please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews today. We are getting there. We're getting there. We got Garden. Very nice on the milestones here. Average of about 25. Not too shabby. 2.8k visitors done. Making a pretty solid dent. Almost cat of 50. Very close. Very close to cat of 50. It's kind of crazy to see the difference. Because, like, I know some people that are, like, less than level 200 with cat of 50. And then there's people like you and me who don't max it till after, like, level 440. So it's crazy to see, like, the variety that the game's played at. But 452 M7s, 700 frag runs, and 100 F7 comps. Very nice. All the Slayers maxed except for Blaze. Blaze will make money when you get around to doing that one. That'll definitely be worth doing for sure. Very solid coins from that one. How do you powder mine? Because I remember when it used to just be treasure. I made a video on it when they changed it in September. But basically, it's the same for gemstone, but for mithril, you have to do, like, Dwarven Mines commissions is the strategy now. Pretty much. But pretty solid bestiary. Very close to another 1,000,000 XP. So, I mean, you can do Crypt Ghouls, pretty close on that. I'm sure Brood Mothers are also pretty close. There's some of these bestiaries very close to hitting a milestone on, and that would be enough for your next bestiary and 1,000,000 combat XP. So that'd be a good idea to do. Just find one of these that's pretty low, and do that one would be a good idea. Next time there's a spooky festival, could definitely do one of those. But very solid on the bestiary. Farming collection max, mining collection max. We don't talk about chili peppers. And yeah, it's just boss collections after that. Bro's got max Kudra runs. Look at that. 1.7k Kudras. Bro has done the grind. I'm sure made a lot of money off of that. Dang, bro's maxed out Rift as well. 4 million motes just chilling. Like, sheesh, bro. Man has made a dent. A very solid dent. Like, this is a clean profile. Like, is there any advice you need? Because I don't think so. I mean, you're doing pretty solid. There's not really too much to... everything's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like, from this point forward. We don't talk about foraging, by the way. We don't talk about it. It's not a real skill. It's fake news. Fake news. But W profile. Is there any questions or any flex that I missed before we move on to the next one? Yeah, very nice profile. Very clean. Very, very nice. And I bet that that Devon's armor, is this Warden died? It's got to be Warden died, right? Yo, what's good, Explosives? How you doing, man? Not Warden died. Okay. But, I mean, it's set up. Like, we got the Devon helmet skin with the Aquamarine Gemstone. It's set up to be Warden died. Like, that's the only advice I got right there. It's just put Warden die on that. That's it. That's all I got. But very nice profile. I think we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So, Alpha. what was the profile that you wanted reviewed? Was it yours or was there a friend of yours? I imagine. I think that was what you said. You wanted a friend of yours reviewed, right? Slumbered. All right, got you. Let's see. Right there. Boom. Voila. Let's see here. Let me just remove this. Nope, not that. This one. Boom. Boom. All right. My arch nemesis. Okay, he's level 47. So, well, aren't you level like 200 or something, or close to 200? Or was it like 130? I don't remember. Some level. Yo, what's good, Replays? How you doing, bro? Level 47 on a month-old profile with 50 mil net worth. Okay. So, I mean, we're just starting out, to be fair. Got an AOTE. That's a good start. But yeah, I mean, we're just now starting on a month-old profile. Not watermelon? Okay. Which one? Zucchini? Coconut? What do I need to look at? I was going to say, because like on a month-old profile, like, there ain't much to do here. I mean, there's literally everything to do here, but different profile, which one, though? Different profile, which one? SMH. I think you're on a delay, man. You might need to refresh the stream. Heck W. I don't know. Okay, well, this is... Wait for it. Zucchini is level 58. Okay, watermelon was his Iron Man. And coconut is 234. Is this the... I'm guessing this is the good one, right? This is the one we're reviewing. The highest level. I imagine. We are level 234. Yes, all right. Yo, EM with the sub. Appreciate it. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. We're on our way to 25K. How close are we? I gotta check. I keep saying it, but I need to check. We're at 24, almost 24.4. I think we can do it. We're 26 subs off 24.4. I think we can do it. But let's see. We got combat 60 and farming 40, mining 39. So I doubt we have a crazy money method. I mean, we're working on armor now on Fermento. This is a 5-year-old profile with 4 bill net worth. So got some crimson gear, a little bit of terror. We've got the Necron set up. Okay, so it looks like we've done some F7, M7, or not M7, F7 at some point, of course, to be able to get all that stuff. Got a pretty solid set of Final Destination, but Last Stand is garbage, so probably wouldn't use that. Just for future advice. Duplex Term. I'm questioning things right now. 755 magical power and a Duplex Term. This is probably not the move. Probably not the move. We do not have a damage pet. That is definitely not the move. We definitely need a damage pet. Like, we've got Skeleton, but like Legendary Tiger at least would be ideal right here. But I mean, next big thing to upgrade to would be would definitely be what's it called? Terminator English. There we go. Yo, Killer with a sub. Thank you, man. He's a nerd. Review my account and said, brother, you already picked this one, man. Come on now. We can't be stopping midway through. I just reviewed yours like 2 weeks ago, though. I don't have anything new to say. Heck W. Okay, bro's combat 42. This is crazy. This is crazy. The fact that we're combat 42 with our best combat pet being a skeleton is crazy. Yo, host, thank you for the sub. What's the website? Look up Skycrypt. It's like Sky Shayumo is like the official, like, here, I think. I don't know. It's not gonna let me show it, but it's Sky Shayumo is the official thing, but like the actual website name. But if you look up Skycrypt, it pops up. But yeah, I mean, biggest thing here, 07s. We're running a gemstone gauntlet. This is scuffed. We don't have a good combat pet. This is scuffed. So get a combat pet. Get a tiger. Get a lion. Something like that. I mean, we have a Terminator, but G-Drag would be... I think I said you needed a Terminator earlier. He's already got one. G-Drag would be the next big thing to go for. So G-Drag pet could be something to go for at some point. But I mean, realistically, what is our net worth? We have 3 bill net worth. We got work to do. You need a money method. You need to, like, just stop and start running some M5s. But, yo, Hand, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. Again, if y'all are just now tuning in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. Pretty please. Tiger better than Lion? Depends. Because Lion's better at fighting mobs that have already attacked you, I think. And Tiger's better at doing damage to mobs that are by themselves. So Tiger is better in, like, you know, boss room or, like, yellow boss room. Both of those, Tiger's better. So where you actually need really strong damage, Tiger's going to be better. But Lion is better against mobs that have already attacked you. So Lion's usually better for Slayers. So that's usually the play. Give me a mana count review. Brother, you get one. You can't have both. And you already picked this one. Sorry, man. We can't have them both. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Come on now. I got so southern right there. It's crazy. Do master mode runs make more money than mining? Usually it's not gonna make more than like Jasper mining most of the time, unless you're RNG carried. Like M7, M5 can make more money, but it's just RNG based. It's all RNG. Also, as I was saying, minion slots, we got work to do on minion slots for sure. Because I mean, this is a 5-year-old profile with 3 build net worth. If you had good minion slots and good minions that whole time, the net worth would be like triple what it is just off of minions. So, yeah, yours is next. Don't worry, sir. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, yours is next. But as far as farming islands bestiary goes, could definitely do that to get some bestiary. That should be, yeah, that would be enough to get you to your next million combat XP. So that'd be a good idea to do for this guy. We've done Burning Kudra without a Hyperion. This is the most scuffed profile I've ever seen. I'm not even gonna lie. The fact that this guy has done Kudra and Master Mode with less than 1,000 magical power, no G-Drag, and no hype, this hurts me. How long would it take me to get better than this, nerd? I think your profile is already better than this. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. This is so scuffed. This man has had to have gotten carried through whatever he's done. He just paid for carries. I mean, ain't no way he paid for that many burning carries. Like, you don't need more than one burning carry. There's just no shot. 86. I mean, I guess if they were done before everything got unsoulbound, then maybe. But yeah, I mean, that would also make sense as to how he has so little net worth, because he spent so much of it on carries. This is so scuffed. Don't do this, chat. Do not do this. This is why I say don't do carries and don't rush combat, because you end up poor. And you can only do runs with carries, pretty much. That's how it ends up. Live on YouTube only for right now. Yeah, for these reviews I can only do them on YouTube because Nightbot only chooses from one type of chat. So he was sharing a hype. I guess that adds a little bit, but still running all that without a G-Drag. And then do we have a mage setup? We have a mage setup. I mean, we have Storm. Running Burning Kudra with Storm with this kind of magical power is not ideal, though. For sure. But anyways, I think that's everything for that one. That hurt me. That one caused me physical pain to look at. For sure. But let's see what Life has on his profile. Again, shout out to Life for the dono. Let's go. Very, very nice. So we are level 149. Let me see exactly what he said in his dono. Need a good money making method because I don't have a stable net worth. All right, got you. So we're at 1.1 billion with level 149. All right, so we're getting into farming, and this is honestly what I'd recommend doing, is getting into farming, because farming is going to be a very stable money method once you get it leveled up. I mean, for right now, you know, it's not going to be great until you get to like 40 and start getting fermentos and stuff. And depending on what crop you're doing, it may not go too crazy. But the thing about farming is you don't want to be doing it while you're just paying attention to farming. Farming makes good money, but it is not very entertaining. So the thing to do with farming is be doing farming. You can set up your keybind so you can farm with one hand. If you swap your left click and your space bar, then you can just be pressing space bar to break crops, and then, you know, WASD, whatever you need to press there. And just be farming with one hand, and then be watching a show on your second monitor or TikTok on your phone, whatever. You just got to be paying enough attention to the game to get pests whenever they pop up. That's all you got to do. So it doesn't require a ton of effort, is the nice part about farming. So it's very passive money, but it's good money. You can be making, like, generally when you're first starting out, you'll be making around 10 mil. And then once you get a better setup, if you start doing pest hunting setups, you can be making over 20 million coins an hour. So the strategy with that is to get a slug pet and a hedgehog pet, be farming with slug pet, and then kill the pests with a hedgehog pet is the strategy for that. But, you know, that's just kind of at whatever point you want to start doing that, because it does cost a little bit of money to get into all that. We've got the ocelot skin. Nice. But yeah, that'd be the main thing right now is focusing farming. Once you've made a bit of money from farming, you can start getting into mining a bit, but you'll definitely want to get your hands on a drill at that point. And right now, I would say just keep leveling farming for the time being. I mean, you also have, was that a gold ore set right here? Yeah, I mean, you've got Necron, you've got the Reaper Mask, so you have enough stuff to be doing F7 as probably like tank or healer. Let's see what cat level are. We're cat at 30, so you could probably do, I mean, you have done some F7s. Yeah, we've done quite a few F7s. So you can keep running F7 and try and rely on RNG to drop a handle or something. Do I stop using the rabbit when I start out for money? I mean, you won't make as much money with rabbit, but you might end up making more over the long run, because it will be a bit faster for you getting, you know, your crops or your farming levels. So I'd say once you get to fermento, so farming level 40, stop using a rabbit. But whenever you claim visitors, make sure to swap to rabbit. So equip rabbit when you claim visitors, because that will give you extra XP from the visitors still. So it's a good idea to do that. But when you're first starting out, you can use that until level 40 to try and get up to fermento as fast as you can. Because fermento makes a lot of money, because you're dropping fermentos a bit more often than you do with squash. So helps out quite a bit with that. But we are using melon dicer, so melon dicer is the best thing to use. You don't really need hot potato books on a melon dicer. You don't want to put hot potato books on it. The strength and damage doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess the strength if you're doing mushroom cow strats, but other than that. Choose another freebie. Yeah, there's going to be another freebie at the end of the stream. That's the plan. What level should I make a farm instead of using preset? I'm not sure who all's got the best farms now, but I use Melon King D farms. They're probably slightly outdated, though. Most of them. How about Rift? Rift would be good money as well. And you get some free talismans out of it. So Rift is also valid. Rift makes more money, but a lot of people find it more boring than farming, because you do have to pay a lot more attention to it. So it's not nearly as passive of a money method, but it is still very strong. So, and the thing is, if you don't like doing one thing, you can swap to something else. It's totally fine to do that. So, wouldn't be a bad idea to do Rift. Rift and farming are both good early on. And then once you've generated enough money from that, maybe a mil or I mean, not a mil, maybe 100 mil or 200 mil, something like that, then you can swap to mining if you want to. Are pests still viable? Yes, pests are very strong still. Very, very strong. I probably make like 50% more at least from farming than I would if I didn't do pests. But very strong on that. So I would say, yeah, I mean, just keep going with Rift or keep going with farming. Both of those are valid options. Once you got about 100 mil lying around, you're already Heart of the Mountain 6, right? So you can buy like a 555 drill and preferably Devon's armor, but that's going to cost probably over 100 mil. But, so maybe get like around 250 mil from doing those, and then you can spend some money on that and do all that. Is Melon Farm good for at least 10 mil per hour? Yeah, with Squash armor, making 10 mil per hour, yeah, you should be chilling on that. For sure. What type of pest should I do, or should I just farm? I refuse to mine. Pest-wise, I mean, I do beetles, is what I did for money. But I don't know if that's still the best thing or not. I know a lot of people do slugs, and some people do mites. But one of those three, I'm not sure what's best right now. I mean, with Fermento, I do have 50 mil for Fermento. Yeah, you should be making that much with Melon Farm. Especially if you do pests. So make sure to get like a slug pet and a hedgehog pet. And use those. That'll help a lot. Do slugs for the consistent rates? Yeah, that'll help too. That's the strats then. Slug makes consistent, if that's the best one now. Do beetle, you have to have a... you also have a higher chance for flies. Yeah, that's true. And if you do slug, what's the other thing you get with slugs? Is it mites? I don't remember. Hopefully it makes money. Do I farm melons then? Yeah, farm melons and spawn... When you spawn pests, kill them with hedgehog pet. That's the strat. It's locusts, which are solid. Okay, got you. Because those drop chirping stereos, right? Okay. Alright, again, if y'all are just now coming in, please read the pinned comment for how we're doing our reviews. And if that is everything, we can move on to the next one. Which you did win, Life. You did win the free review. So if there's somebody else you would like to have reviewed, feel free. If not, we'll do another freebie right now. But if he does pick somebody, then we've got a paid review after that, and then we'll have a freebie after that. That's the plan. Use the trap things? Yeah, traps are good. That's just like 9 extra pests every time you log in if you've got the maxed out ones. So it's pretty good. Yo, what's good, Logan? How's it going, bro? Wait for it. Haven't unlocked field mice yet? Yeah, those are only from traps. Those are only unlocked from traps. Good bread cat, how you doing, man? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. You keep pressing T at the start like in Hypixel. Hey, I've been there. I won't lie, I've been there. I pick someone, yeah, if you want to pick somebody. If you don't have anyone in mind, like you can pick one of your friends or a YouTuber or something. But if you don't have anyone in mind, then we can just choose somebody from the chat. We can just roll it again. All right, he picks Nick. What's your IGN, Nick? Let's go. Congrats, bro. Let's see. It's gonna let me. It's bugging. It's bugging. Refresh. Oh dear. What is going on? Okay, that was wacky. That was wacky. Do. What is bro's IGN? After Nick's profile, we have, I think, 1 paid review. Yep, 1 paid review, and then we'll do another freebie, and that'll be it. He already picked you, Nick. What's your IGN, man? I think you're on a delay, man. You might need to refresh the stream. Alright, I got it. Here we are. Boom. I probably have a space in front, don't I? There it is. Yay. Alright, let's see what bro got. We're level 208 with the PlayStation Spider-Man skin. Very nice. We have a year-old profile. 245 fairy souls, so it would be a good idea to get those. 2 bill net worth. Alright. We don't see the banking, so we could have some money in the bank too. We've got YoGoU gear with dimensional, so it looks like we're doing some powder grinding. Valid. We've got the bronze hunter gear. Crimson mithril coat, so I'm guessing we're doing like some easy blaze slayer with this or something maybe. Got final destination, crappie. Okay, so looking at skills here, seems like mining is our main method, which I mean, already got a decent setup for that. We'll have to see what Drilly's got. 600 magical power. What's our main weapon right now? We don't have a Juju yet, so Juju would be the next big investment, I'd say. 4 seconds behind live, can't help it. Okay. Getting into mining. All right. Let's see. We've got the silverfish. So we do have a bow pet. So this would be your best pet, I think, that you have for like actual commissions. If you're doing powder for mithril powder, then mithril golem. But for actual commissions, bow, and then armadillo if you're doing gemstone powder, is probably your best option. I don't think you have a Skatha, unless I'm blind, which is possible, but I don't think so. Okay, we got a 655. All right, yeah, you're chilling. You're chilling. You know, like 40 man carries for Juju. Don't do carries. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because let's see, what combat level are we? 38. Try to get to 40, and then maybe you can handle it yourself. That's the strats. But yeah, I mean, right now I would be doing your powder grinds for sure. Like, get gemstone up to like 20 mil, mithril up to 5 mil, and then go for Hard Mountain 10, and then get your mithril up to 8 mil, and then do the Glacier powder grind. That's the strats. Main weapon is Giant Cleaver right now. Okay. And it's in a backpack. All right, then. Or is that this thing? Yeah, there it is. Combo. Oh, goodness. All right, we got some work to do, fellas. We got some work to do. You need to get a Livid Dagger. At least. That's the biggest thing right now, I would say. Try and get your hands on a Livid Dagger, because you got the Kata level. We've got F5 comp. So yeah, try to get a Livid Dagger. As far as combat goes, you need a Livid Dagger. You've got Shadow Assassin, so we're chilling on that. But yeah, try to get the Livid Dagger. What are we doing on Final Destination? We've got 600 kills on this, so we could definitely get the kills up to get some more defense, and then you'll probably be able to handle the Juju kills yourself. Because I mean, you've got a ton of magical power. You're doing great on magical power. It's just you don't have a weapon to go with it. You've spent too much money on magical power and don't have a good weapon. So try to get a Livid Dagger. Try and get your Katana leveled up. That'd be the strats. Is it better? Is like Livid Dagger better? Livid Dagger's better, yeah. For sure. I think so, actually. Maybe. Maybe. Hold up. So we're on 278 damage from Cleaver. Let me pull this up. Boom. Livid Dagger. It has 210, so it's less straight up damage, but it's got a lot of stats, strength, crit chance, crit damage. The thing about this is it does have the crit chance, the 100% crit chance, which I don't think you get probably without magical power on it. Maybe you do, but I don't know. The Cleaver might be better. Your Cleaver might be alright, actually. But still, probably go for a Katana upgrade then right now. If Void Edge is the max you can use at the moment, it might be okay. What about Shadow Fury? Is it that good? I mean, Juju would be better to go for than Shadow Fury. I was out of money, that's my main problem. Okay, so, I mean, probably don't focus on combat for a little bit then. Just keep focusing on mining. And try and get some money out of that. So again, do your powder grinds. That'll be good. Hopefully from the powder grind, you'll make enough to get a Devon's armor set. And then you'll be making good money with a 655, good powder, and a Devon set. That would be the strat right now. Rather get Bouquet of Lies than Livid, not gonna lie. I mean, Bouquet's alright. But it's not really a left click one that's great. Again, if y'all just now tuning in, please make sure to read the pins comment for how we're doing our reviews today. And drop a like on the stream. Smash that sub button. Closing in on 25k. Okay, so we need E-Man 5 for our next thing. Okay, yeah, don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about E-Man 5. Again, just focus on mining for the moment. You are 2 unique minions off your next minion slot. So, like, I don't know, make a gas minion or something. Level up the Coco. You're just 2 slots off your next minion slot, so make sure to do that. That'll be easy. Very, very easy. But other than that, that's the main thing for that. So you've got farming on bestiary done. W-mans. Very clean. Done all the Enigma souls. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, man. I mean, your magical power is looking great. It's just the combat level, I think, needs some work. And also, what's your pets? Do we have... I mean, we have this E-Man pet, which is good. That'll be good for doing E-Man Slayer. But, I mean, really, it's the Final Destination. You need more kills on Final Destination.
Child, I yearned for
So I would just grind some kills on that, and that'll help a lot. Yo, Hank, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Again, boys, smash that sub button. Closing on 25K. Let's go. Get that a lot. I do random progression. Gets me XP. Have a max gas down. Wait, did you buy it or not craft it yourself? Oh, you bought it, didn't craft it yourself. That's crazy. Yo, it's good to find. How you doing, man? Just have to get the burgers. Oh, yeah, doing the burgers is a grind. I got lucky with it, thankfully, but not everyone is the same. But yeah, I'd say main thing is probably just, again, do mining, get some money. You can do some other slayers, and then go for E-Man and get a Juju, and then you can get into dungeons a bit more. That'd be the strats. So what about for money? Yeah, just focus mining right now. Do your powder grinds. Spend that money that you get from powder grind on a Devon set, and then you can get into start working towards a Juju after that point. How do I turn my API on? If you're in SkyBlock, then you go into your SkyBlock menu, go to settings, and then I think there's either API settings or player settings, and then inside player settings it's API. But it's in the menu settings somewhere. Just got an ad I can't hear. Hang on, what was the last 30 seconds? Do mining, do your powder grinds, and spend the money you make from powder grinds on Devon's armor. And then you can mine, you know, just like gems or tungsten, umber, whatever. And then from the money you make from that, you can go towards Juju. That's the strats. But I think that's everything. Do you generally review Iron Man accounts? Yeah, it don't matter if it's Iron Man, Stranded, regular, I'll review it if it gets chosen. But let's see, we got Hinkle's profile now, and this is the last paid review. After this one, we're doing a freebie, and then that's it. That is the plan. What should I mine for the most money? I think Umber and Tungsten are the best right now. Which, I mean, Jasper is also very strong, so it could be Jasper. But let me see what this man said for his review. Don't know what to do with my profile anymore. Need some help. All right, let's see. We finally got around to it. Finally. I'm sorry it took so long. We had so many profiles backed up. Holy. All right, so we're doing this one and then a free review, and that is it. So for the freebies, again, if y'all don't know what a freebie is, please read the pinned comment, smile. But thank you, Nick. Have a good one, bro. W-mans. But let's see. So we've got Hinkle's profile again. He said, don't know what to do with my profile anymore. So we're level 263, mining 52, combat 44, farming 52, 7 bill net worth on a 2-year-old profile. Let me refresh this. And we've got the recommed dimensional armor of Devon. Got some perfects on here. A little bit of ice cold. Titanium gear with the Dwarven hand warmers. We've got Final Destination. Pretty solid kills on that. We've got a Hyperion. Okay. With a little low on the magical power. Alright, so looks like main thing for you right now would be getting your hands on a Juju. And working on magical power as far as combat's concerned. So that'd be the big thing for combat. So what do we got in here? We got a G-Drag. Okay, having a G-Drag before a Juju is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. That is a little crazy. Unless I'm blind and I don't see it in here. But I don't see a Juju. But yeah, I mean, having G-Drag before that point is a little bit crazy. I got to say it. Which we've got, let's see. Do we have an E-Man pet? We've got a level 51 legendary E-Man in here. So if you level this up, this is a very good pet for doing E-Man Slayer. For sure, but I mean, if the G-Drag might be pretty solid too. Getting all that strength and stuff might give you enough stuff to survive. But the thing about E-Man is it gives, you know, a ton less damage from end monsters. So it's very strong for doing E-Man Slayer if you are struggling with survivability. So it's very good for early game E-Mans. But we've got a Mithril Drill, we've got a 655 and a Jasper Drill. So it looks like we're working on the powder grind right now. That is a good thing to do. So again, I say this a lot, but I do recommend getting 20 mil gemstone powder and then 5 mil mithril before you go for Hard Mountain 10. So you're doing that now. That's good. So that'll be a good idea. And then once you're done with this, you can go for Hard Mountain 10, get your mithril powder up to 8 mil after that, and then be working on Glaciite, making good money from that. So, I mean, you're moving in the right direction doing the powder grind right now. So as far as mining progression, that's the next step. For farming, you've got a pretty solid setup with the Melon Dicer looking good. Dedication 4 on that is nice. I like to see that. We've got the Rod of the Sea in here. Trophy fishing, we've done a little bit. Anything crazy? Golden diamond fish in 80 catches. Golden, or let's see. Diamond golden fish in 80 catches. Diamond moldfin in 22. Goodness, man. That's some pretty crazy diamonds right there. The legendary and then one of the epics out of the way ASAP. That's really nice. Very, very nice. But we got the Cat of 27 right now. So getting that up to 30 is a good idea before you jump into master mode too far. Would be a good idea. Okay, so we don't have E-Man level 5 yet. Alright, so yeah, main thing I would say right now for you would be to do E-Man. Try and get your E-Man up to level 5. So again, if you're struggling with that right now, the Hyperion is a great healing weapon. So you should be fine with that. I would recommend, I think Void Edge is the highest you can use at level 4. And I think you get Vorpal at like level 5, is that right? So Void Edge is fine right now. We've got Interslayer 6 on this. Yeah, I mean, you can recom it technically, but that's about it. I mean, Sharp 7, but like, all that stuff gets really expensive. Giant Killer 6 isn't too expensive. That'd be a good one to do. But yeah, I mean, that's the main ones. Lethality 6, I think, is pretty cheap, right? Scav 4. Siphon, I think Siphon 5 is a little pricey. So my items are on another account. Okay, got you. Do you have like a term or I guess you wouldn't have a term or juju though, because yeah. So would still be good though to get E-Man 5. I'd say that's your main priority with combat right now, is to get up to E-Man 5 for sure. Yo, what's good, Reem? How you doing, man? But yeah, I'd say main priority combat wise is get to that. So you could probably use some more kills on Final Destination if you're still struggling. Try and get it up to 10k, because I mean, every time you level this up, it's 40 per piece. Extra 40 defense per piece. So that's 160 defense every time you get the kill milestones on this. So it's a really big deal. It's a very big deal. So definitely make sure to do that. I mean, there's probably some easy accessories in here. If you're struggling with accessory slots, I know Jacobus gets expensive, so you may need to just wait a little bit on that, which is fine. But again, you've got enough magical power to be able to handle the E-Man Slayer, so it's really just getting down and doing it. Be the main thing. How do I get better mining speed? I'm so slow when I mine Umber and Tungsten. Do your powder grind. And also you're using Yogg armor, man. Do the powder grind, spend it on Devon's armor. That would be how. That would be the way to do it. But let's see what else we got up in here. Did we have? We do have Farming on Bestiary Max. Let's go. W Mans. Collection's looking good. Not too shabby. All right. I mean, you can also be doing your mage rep grind every day. That's a big deal too. Make sure to do that, because that'll get you some opportunities, of course. I mean, you have a hype already, so you have what you need to be doing basic and hot tier. So if you just do a basic and a hot tier Kudra every day, that's like a bunch of rep just from doing that. So that's a good idea to do. But yeah, I mean, main things right now, I would say powder grind, Juju, and doing your rep to be able to do Kudra. Those are the 3 big things I'd say right now that you should focus on. I mean, you can also be getting into farming. Rift is also an option. There's a lot of talismans you can get out of Rift, which you've been doing. You just got Globulate 16 days ago, so you can be getting up to Vampire and then Celestial, and there's some talismans. There's a talisman in Celestial that you can get for free. So that would be the main things I would say right now. Those 4 things are very good options. And I mean, you can also do some Slayers. You can take a break, do some Slayers. That'll get your combat level up. Like besides E-Man Slayers, of course. You can do those other Slayers, get your combat level up. You're very close to combat 45. And again, every combat level is 4% extra damage, so it's a big deal. So you can do that and be doing those other Slayers, get some combat XP. And that'll also be leveling up your G-Drag. So if you want to do some other Slayers, level the G-Drag. It's a good idea as well. But any questions before we move on to our last profile review of the day? I think we covered everything for the most part. I think we got it all. But again, shout out to everyone for all the donos today. I appreciate it. We got 1 review coming up next, so we'll see who it is. But I want to make sure we got all that. I think we got it all. I'm good. Thanks. All right. Thank you for the dono, man. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry it took us so long to get around to it, but I appreciate it. And again, thank you guys so much for all the support today. How close are we to 24.4? We are 3 subs off 24.4k subs. So if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. And we're going to choose our last profile winner right now. So if y'all haven't typed in the last 5 minutes, make sure to type a message in the chat. Do not spam. It will get you timed out. That would be awkward. So don't spam. But last review of the day being chosen. Drum roll, please. And boom. Elite. Congratulations, sir. Very, very nice. All right, let me grab your profile right there. Boom. Let's see what we got. Last review of the day. And we are on Pomegranate. I don't know if honestly, I haven't reviewed a Pomegranate profile in a while. I feel like Pomegranate is like the most rare profile name. But we're on level 215 in less than a year. So cooking pretty well there. 3 bill net worth, not bad.
As a child, I yearned for
Yo, Jane, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. So hold up. It means we're like 2 off, right? Hey, there it is. 24.4k. W. Let's go. We hit the goal. Very nice. So 600 subs to go until 25k. W. But yeah, we got Burning Aurora here. Very nice. Breeze Mana Pool. Very nice roll right there. Refrigerate on the helmet. We've got the Golden Necron head with the Necron setup. Maxor boots, of course. Very nice. Sorrow gear. Got the Shark Scale too. Okay. We've got a Hyperion. We've got a Shadow Fury. We have a Juju. Very good. Okay. Got a Dayax too. Yo, Karama, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. But we are on 700 magical power. Pretty solid. I would recommend getting this up. Usually I recommend having 1,000 before you get a Hyperion. So it would be a good idea to get a bit more magical power. But pets wise, we don't really have a great damage pet, it doesn't look like. So it'd be a good idea to get like at least a legendary tiger for that Juju. Which, I mean, if you're running mage, you know, sheep is fine if you're running mage for the most part. But eventually you want to get a Terminator and a tiger and all that, or a Juju and a tiger, or Terminator and G-Drag at some point. Which, I mean, the Epic Griffin works as a pretty solid damage pet. It's also decent, but I would recommend getting a legendary tiger or a legendary lion. Just to hold you over in the meantime as far as range damage goes. I know a lot of people use Gemstone Gauntlet still. I regret to inform you this thing is trash now. I know a lot of people still like to use it, but you only think it's good because you haven't used a drill. If you use a drill, like a solid drill outplays this like 99 times out of 100. Like, there's a couple drills that are worse than this, but for most things that you'll be using it for, drill's going to be better. I think a 455 titanium drill is better than a Gemstone Gauntlet. So I would recommend upgrading to a drill at some point, which right now it doesn't matter too much. I would focus on your powder grind first, And then maybe with the money you make from powder grind, you can spend that money on getting a titanium drill. Would be a good idea. As far as mining progression goes, that would be my recommendation. We're capped at 34, so pretty decent on that. We've run M5. Okay. So running M5, kind of crazy. We do have E-Man 5 right now. What was our combat level again? We're combat 45, so I would recommend taking some time to do some Slayers. Would be a good idea. With that Hyperion, you can get through Spider Slayer probably in like 2 hours. You could probably have this whole thing done in maybe even less than 2 hours. Spider level 9, once you have a Hyperion, is very easy to do. And it gives a lot of combat XP, so be a good idea to do that. And get that combat level up a little bit. But again, as far as money goes, I'd recommend getting the magical power up. It'd be a good idea to eventually start working on getting up to E-Man level 7 to get a Terminator. But for now, just focus on magical power as far as combat money goes. That'd be the main thing. And minions-wise, looking pretty good. 27 away from our next slot. Not got too many really easy minions here. I mean, you've got gas that you haven't crafted yet. Haven't made a red sand or a mycelium minion, so could do those. And these guys are only at level 1. It's very easy to get them to level 2, I think. So, be a good idea. Creeper minion's pretty low, but not too shabby on the minions. Not bad at all. We've got pretty solid bestiary. Very close to another bestiary milestone. So, if you want to get that, farming on the bestiary is a very easy way to get that. Very easy bestiary right there. Would highly recommend doing that. But what else we got? I think that's the majority. Got some gemstones mined a little bit. We've done some rift. Okay, done a lot of rifts. Got some boss collections. And again, the barb rep grind is a good idea to do. And make sure to make that that red sand minion for sure. Very cheap. But looking solid. Don't have the celestial time charm yet. Do we have the IQ points done? Because that's the main thing to get from that section. You do have 2 IQ points. Okay, so that's good. But still a good idea to do the celestial time charm just because that gives you the level 8 rift necklace. So get some extra magnifying from that. That's always nice. That'll help you with that the Slayer grinds in the future. So yeah, I mean, main things right now, powder grind. Try and get your magical power up to around 1,000 if you can. And then maybe go for a Terminator and a G-Drag after that would be the next big steps. And of course, getting a drill is a big deal for whenever you do mining. So I would kind of pick one thing to focus on right now. Pick either combat or mining. As far as mining goes, you can do like I just said, go for drill. And if you want to do combat, then go for Terminator, all that stuff. Yes, this is the last review. So if we don't have any questions from Elite, I think that's going to be it. Any questions or anything that I missed that you would like to flex? If y'all aren't aware, we do normally do profile reviews on Saturdays. Yo, what's good, Jeremy? It's been a little bit. How you doing, man? But yeah, we do profile reviews only on Saturdays. So make sure to tune in here. We'll be back this time next week is the game plan. But if that is all, we may just call it. Just returned from my month-long voyage. Yo, let's go. How was it? Was it good? I hope it was good. Everybody was safe and everything. Is doing E-Man carries a viable money-making method? I mean, I think so. Like, if you're the person carrying, I think it's decent, but you gotta get, like, I think SBZ is the people that most people go to carries, like go to get carries. So you got to get like special stuff to be, I don't know, what's the word? Recommended by SBZ. Greenland's beautiful, man. Hey, let's go. My cleaver wouldn't show up on my profile if I lost it right. Can't find it. Please help, brother. Yeah, it wouldn't show up in the API if it was gone. Mid early game money making method. Rift, farming, and mining. Mining's more mid-game, but early is like farming and rifts. Even got to swim in the cold ocean. Oh man, how cold is the cold ocean? I imagine that was freezing. But yeah, I think that's about it. So again, thank you to everyone for all the donations today. I appreciate it. And good to see you at the end of the stream, Jeremy. I hope that your next trip goes just as well. And we will be back for profile reviews next Saturday. And I should be live on Tuesday is the plan. I'm going to probably take Monday off. But Tuesday we should be live. We're going to be doing some Dugans. We're going to be back on the Dugan grind. I'm planning on getting... Here, let me go to my profile. And I'll show you guys what we're doing on Tuesday. So we are going to be doing some M7. And the game plan is to hit this tank level. So I'm probably going to have to do some off-camera grinding over the next couple days to get us ready for that. Because that's going to be about 40 runs or so, I think. Something like that. About 40 runs for us to get to tank 50 or tank 48. So we're going to be trying to hit tank level next stream. Wasn't that bad, actually? Day after I returned, I got to get pepper sprayed. Bruh. Fun times. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Hope y'all enjoyed. Again, we'll be back for profile reviews next Saturday. And we'll be doing normal streams where I'm playing M7. That starts on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.